feeling. Hey guys.
Alright, we got our list. Tam, where's the list gone?
I didn't post it.
Ah,
I'll post it now.
Wait, did JP just drop? Oh,
now he's in.
no, he's in.
Hello, sorry about that. I had to get a drink.
That's okay.
Oh
Now
god,
I'll-
I put too
now-
much rum in it. Okay.
But too much rum. JP, we are not drink casting tonight. We are professionals. We are professionals.
Aren't we playing? Are we playing
Drinking
Drinking Quest?
Oh god.
That would actually make a great podcast, wouldn't it?
No, every time.
Everything.
No, we should play a JP drinking game every time he mentions certain things like John Cena, Stan Bush, and like we take a shot.
Anyway, let's get into it. Hey, I'm Dave, and you're listening to another Podcastle. Joining me tonight is Tam, JP, and a new face. We've got Pete. I say face, but I mean voice. Hey, Pete.
Hi, how's it going?
Good to
What a
have you on,
sexy,
Pete.
smooth voice. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're here for our monthly podcast. As usual, we're just going to cover the games that came out last month, talk a bit about whether we picked them up or not, how well they've been received, and then we'll get into... We have some other little bits and pieces of news we want to discuss, like PSX. We also had the Game Awards this month. After that, we'll get into the games that have come out this month in December and whether we're planning on picking any up. So, guys, I think the big one we'll start with is Battlefront. Richard insisted this would be an epic fail of a release. The wheels would come off. No servers would work, anything. You know.
Yeah, that you wouldn't be able to play day one. That it would basically be like SimCity all over again. That servers will break down, you can't play your game, and people would complain.
Turns out Richard is wrong. I mean, people are still complaining, but for other reasons, more specifically the lack of modes in the game. I personally think there's a decent amount of modes at launch. If you want a lack of modes at launch, look at Splatoon.
My 2 cents on modes would be you can't have too many because there's already the issue in Battlefront that if you play it non-peak times, you can't find a game for certain modes because there's not enough people wanting to play that mode.
Yeah,
People just play the major mode. So if you dilute it too much, you won't be able to play the mode. So there's no point having so many modes because there's already about 8. There's about 6, 7 different modes.
There's 9, isn't there?
Oh yeah, because they added they added Jakku. Yeah.
There's 9 plus
Is it 9 plus the Jakku one?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be like a total noob here, but what do you actually do in Star Wars Battlefront?
Okay, so it's very much like Battlefield.
It basically is Battlefield with a Star Wars skin, and that's what makes it better than Battlefield.
Well, we all knew that's what it was going to be going into it. We kind of all accepted that was what it was.
Yes,
and we're still happy with that because it's so Star Wars filled. There's so many things to love about it as a Star Wars fan. Yeah,
they stayed true to the source material. It's so satisfying just looking at the battlefield and seeing blaster fire everywhere and have the sound effects.
The sound is so good in that game.
Is it by the same people who do it? Battlefield?
It's by the same people as Battlefield.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Tam, you definitely picked up the game. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, well, I ended up at a midnight launch for some reason. Because I ended up being in the city. I wasn't expecting to, but I was in the city that night, and I was like, finish it around 11:30. I was like, I'll just drop by EB Games and pick it up. I found it very enjoyable at the launch the first couple of days. I really enjoyed it. Had no issues with lag or server issues or anything. But I tried to go back to it recently, and I'm just not enjoying it as much anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I just played too much at launch, but it's a bit. I'm having a bit more issues with lag and different things, and also there's a disparity in how much time people have played. So people have different unlocks in their abilities. So you just enter a game and there's people that just have jetpacks and their personal shields things that are really annoying. So they just jetpack around and they activate their personal shield so you can't shoot them and they just kill you. And then it's like you respawn. Like it just gets really frustrating now. But it still is fun. I think I enjoyed it more at launch, which is quite
Okay.
strange.
That's not too different to my experience. Like I did play it a lot at launch, and then just recently trying to, give it some more game time. I found everyone in my games just has the game figured out. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what to have in their hand. I have absolutely no clue what perks and things like that are good to actually have in there. But yeah, people just have the game figured out now, and that makes it very hard to jump back into. I will keep.
Okay. Can you actually play it offline or? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can play it
Oh,
There's
wait
offline.
some
until you're done.
missions.
You can play
and
it offline,
split
JP.
screen.
Yeah, it's actually has some really. I found the missions pretty enjoyable, even the ones. I think they're labeled as tutorial missions or something, aren't they? But they're not really tutorials. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not practice of the whole game you'll play online. It's just practice of particular things. Like you'll play
Okay.
as Darth Vader for one mission, just so you know what to do with Darth Vader if you get the pickup for it online. Yeah, and similar things like that. I really liked the
Okay.
one
So
with the bikes.
what you do in single player doesn't help you in the multiplayer at all.
No.
No.
Okay.
So have you managed to have a chance to play it, Pete?
I played a little bit. I've been playing survival mostly
Yep.
with friends, and that's been good. But yeah, I haven't really gotten into the competitive multiplayer stuff. I don't know.
I think the survival mode is pretty good in this game. I'm not like I haven't had a good survival game to play since like the early Call of Duty Zombies. I've played a bit with Bell, the survival mode, and I enjoyed it. The only thing I was a bit disappointed was that it's just a bit limited that you see the same things again and again. Whereas they should really mix it up a bit more. I wouldn't mind being challenged by a Darth Vader in survival mode. Like if one wave it was just Darth hunting you down.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
It's
That
not
actually would.
exactly deep, the survival
No.
mode, which
Yeah.
but it's been fun while it's
It is fun.
Yeah.
I like all the little collectibles and things like that. There's definitely there's enough there that it makes it enjoyable to sit for like couch co-op.
yeah. What do you guys think about the guns? Like they all feel pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my issue because, well, for the standard blasters, once you unlock the more advanced ones, you're not really going to go back to them.
Yeah.
And they basically all feel. The thing is, they're all blasters, so they basically all feel and handle the same.
Act
Like,
the
of course,
same.
some are more long range and they have scopes and things, and you have the shotgun. But aside from those ones, they all pretty much very similar.
See, it's not too different though to every other like Call of Duty and whatnot.
No, but
It's
yeah,
not.
but I feel like in Call of Duty you have you have submachine guns, you have pistols, you have sniper rifles, and
Snipers, yeah.
they all work differently. Like, sure, you have a blaster that basically is a sniper rifle, but you can use it also up close and personal too, and still do all right. Like, not the best, but you can still do all right. It's not
Yeah.
like just a dedicated sniper rifle. So I feel like the game's very accessible in a way that you can just pick up whatever weapon and do pretty well with it. Oh, except the shotgun, really. The shotgun's not good on the massive maps.
I think our expectations for weapon variety have been raised a bit since Splatoon. Maybe
To
Splatoon,
me, definitely.
maybe Splatoon set it a bit high, just because Splatoon had so much freedom with what they could do with their weapons, whereas Star Wars, it kind of has to be a blaster, doesn't it? Well,
It does.
they can't just invent something that's not part of the Star Wars.
And,
Yeah.
and they just can't give everyone lightsabers or anything.
No. As cool as
Actually-
that would be.
That'd be cool, like in a certain mode where you all just have lightsabers.
I'm sure it'll happen. It's probably already planned as DLC.
There's the heroes and villains mode, which has the you play as the
Yeah.
Luke
Yeah.
and
I actually really like that mode. That's probably my second favorite. Supremacy is probably
Yes.
what I play the most.
I've played Supremacy the most. What do you think of the Jakku one? Have you played it much?
I haven't played it yet. Is it good?
Because my issue with it is that it's very hard for the rebels to win. Basically, the rebels have to assault various Imperial points, and the Imperials defend. So it's broken down into 3 stages. The first stage is there's 3 different points take, and you just have to take one of them to advance to the next stage. The second stage has 2 points you have to defend, so you just have to take one of them, and then you advance. And the last one just has 1 point. So I've played it about 8-10 times, and there's only been one situation when the rebels have won.
Wow.
Because generally at the very end, the Imperials just sit at their 1 point, and it's very hard to dislodge them.
They had the same issue with Walker Assault in the beta, so
Yeah.
unsurprising they had the same issue there.
Yeah, because they solved the issue in Walker Assault after beta.
Mm.
Because I enjoy Walker Assault, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Are you guys going to get the DLC, or have you already bought a season pass? It's like more expensive than the actual game.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
sure
going to
if I
buy
can
the
do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy the season pass because I don't know if I'll still be playing the game when it comes around. Like, if I have an itching to play the game and the season pass, the new DLCs come out, I'll just buy it separately.
Yeah. You're right there, JP, tapping away.
Ah, shit, can you hear that?
Yeah,
Yes, it comes
Yeah.
up on the recording.
that's okay.
Okay, I guess we'll
We
move on.
should move on anyway. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival unfortunately released last month, and
It's your favourite game, isn't it, Dave? I heard
That's
Bell
Game
loves
of the
it.
year, Dave.
for some reason I was curious enough to pick it up. For
So-
some reason.
And you're saying I waste money on games? At least I spend my money on games that are good.
Well, I looked at it as I kind of like the Animal Crossing Amiibo. I think they're actually some of them are better quality than the Smash Amiibo, and the fact I was getting 2 Animal Crossing Amiibo, if you look at it as $15 each per Amiibo, the game bundled with the 2 Amiibo was $58 in Big W, so it's basically $28 for the game. That's how I looked at it, but but I'm just trying to justify buying such a shit game that I'm not
You
really.
should be ashamed.
I'm not enjoying it. I'm trying to make fun of it and try to have some fun with it as well, with the videos that I've been doing. But yeah, I think I've given up on it now. I don't think I'll go back to it.
So
gonna
what do you
trade it in or
actually
sell it?
do in it?
So it's Mario Party,
It's a
but
bare bones Mario Party game.
it's Mario Party minus the fun.
Oh, well, so
sorry.
it's kind of like the Mario Party of today.
No,
But
sorry,
worse.
Dave, but I have to bring this up. I remembered E3. I was saying this is going to be awful. This looks like just a cheap cash in to use amiibos. There's no way it'll be better than Mario Party 10. And your response was, "Oh, Mario 10 was really bad. Mario Party 10 was really bad. This game's going to be better. It has a lot of potential. I think it will be a great fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It won't be a cheap cash in. I think I was right.
Oh,
Um,
you need to start quoting Dave now from everything.
I think I'm better at predicting things than Richard.
but yeah, enough on bad games. What good games released last month? Oh, we had Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. That's another shit game. Did anybody pick that up? No.
I was
Oh, no.
tempted, but I didn't.
I'll wait until I can get it for $10,
Mm.
Yeah, same.
and then I'll think about getting it. Then
Yeah,
I,
and then
like I'll
we could all
contemplate it.
review it.
I think when it's $10, it'll become our community let's play, and we'll start. So suddenly there'll be an online community for the game.
It's just a shame. These are the same guys who did Golden Sun, who made Golden Sun. Sad.
JP, I don't know how you keep finding a way to bring Golden Sun into.
Well, to be fair, Dave, it kind of is relevant in this country.
It is.
Yeah.
He's done well.
Now they're making. I mean, they made a great Mario Golf on the GameCube with Toadstool Tour. But
And-
since then, they haven't done anything good.
Mario Tennis on GameCube was good as well.
Yeah, it's decent.
Oh, yeah.
Howard
Wait, when did that come after Mario Golf or before Mario Golf?
I think it was after.
after, yeah, because the GBA game came out as well. They
Yeah.
did, but after that, the only good game they've made is Golden Sun Dark Dawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The other game last month was Rainbow Six Siege, which Pete and I played the beta of. We actually played both betas, the closed beta and then the open beta. The closed started bad, but then they really fixed things like matchmaking in the server, and we were enjoying the closed beta before that finished. Then the open beta, it was the same story again, where it started off really shit. I didn't continue playing it. Pete, did you continue playing it? Did things get better?
No, I didn't keep playing it, but I don't think it did get better.
All
Or if
right,
it did, it would have been a few days before launch, which
Mm.
is scary.
Yeah, I feel like this game. I haven't played it, but I feel like it's had a very bad reputation just from reading online.
Well, now we've heard from Stubby that apparently it is pretty, like, he enjoys it. So
Mhm.
I'm assuming they at least fixed the matchmaking. The idea for the game, I think, was solid enough. Pete and I enjoyed, being all tactical, trying to figure out how to get in, kill everyone, and disarm the bomb, or whatever it is that you do. It just sort of mixes up. I think in the full game is split into different modes. I'm not sure.
I think so.
I think that is the case, but for the beta, they just sort of it was just random what you got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I had enough fun with it that I would pick it up for a bit cheaper.
Yeah, bargain bin.
Yeah. Oh, not.
Well, even like $30.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. $30 is a decent price at launch. I don't think it's done too well either at launch.
Yeah, no.
No, it hasn't been talked about much, so I think Ubisoft have another flop on their hands.
I feel like Siege has been just sort of shoved aside a bit in favor of the Division, and they're also working on a new Ghost Recon as well.
Yeah,
So many Tom Clancy games.
Yeah, so
it's all they do.
I think Siege may have started out as a lot better than it ended up being. Anything else come out last month, guys? We already covered Fallout and Tomb Raider and whatnot in our last one.
No, well, I did pick up StarCraft, but have not played it. So that's another $90 down the drain.
Jeez, Sam.
Save my soul, guys.
I can't think of. No, I haven't picked up anything either.
Oh, new Style Batik 3 came out.
And it's actually good, apparently, Tam.
Well, it's rating over an 80 on Metacritic. That is unheard of.
Isn't it Style Batik 2?
Yeah, well, it's Style Batik 2, but it's the third one, but whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
that's weird.
Because there was one on DS, there was one on 3DS,
True fan,
and
Tam.
second one on
Yeah.
3DS. Yeah, I'm a real expert on Style Batik.
And I just found out that the guys who used to make the wrestling games on the 64 are actually making Style Batik now.
How do you feel about that, JP?
Oh man, I feel so disappointed, but I guess that's what happens when time moves on.
Personally, I feel like it's a step up.
It really is.
They have finally
Style
made
Batik
it.
fan.
Man, they made great wrestling games. I have no idea why WWE stopped with them.
JP, maybe in 10 years you'll move on to fashion as well. You just lose your passion for wrestling, and it'll be all
Well,
that.
I have started looking at myself in the mirror more. So yeah, definitely happened.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Before we get into, did we miss any? Oh, we missed Joker Watch, but none of us picked that up. I'm actually tempted to pick it up, but
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Looks
I thought it's
interesting.
just a demo.
No, it's out.
Okay.
Um,
Now, I had a demo on my DS. I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
Yoko, what?
I played the demo. PSX. I didn't watch it. Pete, you watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you
I
did
just-
watch it.
I
Okay.
saw the trailers and stuff. Or
Okay.
Some of them.
What were the notable things from PSX that we should just note for this podcast?
There was a new Uncharted 4 trailer, which is
Yeah.
really all I watch. Paragon, which is the new Epic game. That's a MOBA.
Yep. Which
That's
they
weird.
ended on for PSX, and that was apparently a disappointment.
Well, because it's like if the Nintendo Direct finished with that strange, is it called Project Treasure, that Namco Bandai free-to-play game that they developing? It's like if they ended. Actually, I think they did end a Nintendo Direct on that. Whatever.
Yeah, they did.
But no, sorry,
like
it'd be
Nintendo.
like if they ended the major Nintendo Direct on that one, because PSX is like the major Sony conference outside of E3 in TGS. It's supposed to be like deliver new news, and they ended it not with, and especially since Sony once again once again blatantly trolled the audience because one of their guys walked out on stage with a Crash Bandicoot t-shirt, and they never mentioned anything about Crash Bandicoot from the entire of the entire conference. They did not mention it. But he's just like, "Oh, guys, look at my." Well, it's like, "Oh, look at my shirt," but I'm not going to mention anything about it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, why should he? Crash Bandicoot is a dead franchise. Dead Bandicoot.
The
They
Bandicoot is
skinned-
dead now.
they skinned that Bandicoot.
JP, can you confirm that the Bandicoot is indeed dead? Did you see it dead, Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Dave. I feel like
Breaking
JP
news.
has gone hunting.
What if Mark Cerny developed the next Crash Bandicoot and it was like Knack?
Knack. Yeah, that'd be a mess.
Yeah, I still love
Knack
how
was
everyone
awful.
was hyping. Oh, look, Mark Cerny, he's making a new game. It's gonna be great. And we got Knack.
I see kids playing Knack all the time. They still
No, you
play it
don't.
on the JB Hi-Fi Sony PS4.
Yeah, exactly. You see
You play it.
see kids playing Knack on the
For
PS4
free.
demo units.
free.
Yeah, it means it's so successful.
Yeah.
Look at all these people playing on the demo units. I'd be like, this is terrible. I'm not buying a PS4.
Yeah.
It's like when the 3DS demo units in stores had puzzles and dragons on them.
Yeah.
I was just confused.
Yeah.
What else was there from PSX, guys? Oh, we had Ni no Kuni 2. I'm really surprised that got a sequel.
Yeah.
I
But they
think
meant. Yes, go on. Sorry.
I think the first one was well received, but I didn't think it sold that well. Did it?
I think it sold all right in Japan, maybe,
Oh, okay.
and I think it sold it well enough for a PS3 game in the US for an RPG.
And that's still Studio Ghibli with level 5.
Level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but interestingly, they didn't say it's necessarily an exclusive to PS4. So people are speculating it might come out for NX as well. So you never know.
Actually, one thing I did hear that we got was a re-release of the original PS1 Dark Cloud. Is that confirmed? That
PS2, it's out.
PS2. PS.
You can play it now.
So it's Dark Chronicle then, like Dark Cloud 2.
No, Dark Cloud 1.
Dark-
PS2.
Dark Cloud 1. Oh yeah, what's PS?
It was an early PS2 game.
Okay, I didn't play the first one. I only played the second one. But
Because apparently the first one's better.
no, it can't
Yeah,
be.
it's different. It plays differently, I think. Yeah, but I believe that's the backwards compatibility for PS4 is they re-releasing PS2 games. They're like, oh, this is backwards compatibility, but you can't use your CDs, but it's still backwards compatibility, guys. It's like, no, you're just re-releasing your games.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like if Nintendo started calling the Virtual Console as backwards compatibility. It's like, no,
That's-
you're
yeah,
selling your games again.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And the other major thing we saw was Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer, which actually showed gameplay for the first time.
Mm.
And we also found out that it is going to be an episodic release. So it'll be released in chapters, I guess.
It's kind of bummed.
I've seen some people whinging about that. I actually don't mind the idea of episodic releases when done right. The best examples are when
Well, you enjoyed Life is Strange, didn't you?
Life is Strange is one of the best examples because the first episode released at the start of the year and the last episode didn't release until later this year. They put that much time and effort into each episode and spread it out enough that you were just getting it in doses, and that would it basically extends the life of the game. If they give you a game just all at once, that's it. You play through the whole thing. It's done. You're not as invested in it if you just play it all in one sitting or two sittings. If it's released to you in episodes, you're holding out for that next episode. You're really invested in the story. I mean, it particularly works for Life is Strange.
But the thing with
I'm confident it will work for Final Fantasy VII remake.
But the thing with Final Fantasy is you don't have to do the story. You can actually grind, or you can do other things in a fantasy game.
Yes, but
You don't.
that's the original. The remake, they're obviously taking more of. The only way they can really expand for a remake is with the story, because they've got these gorgeous graphics now to work with.
Well, they've changed up the gameplay.
The other thing is, they've changed up the gameplay now. I've noticed it's no longer the
It's
traditional.
not purely turn-based. It's more of a hybrid between their active time battle system and a more action RPG style of game.
So it's like Final Fantasy 15, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that also puts off a few of the purists, but I think it's an alright change to make. I think, though I do like turn-based games though. I'm a bit old school. I think.
I'm actually a big for the whole real-time battle mode. I really like that because it kind of adds to the skill a little bit more, and it makes you really think rather than, oh, now it's my turn, now I get to do this. Whereas you're actually working with the enemy, you're watching what the enemy does, and you're trying to...
I do get that, but as someone that never played Final Fantasy VII, I was hoping I could get more of a purist experience of it with better graphics and them getting rid of the anachronistic elements of it. But I feel like
even with
perhaps
Final Fantasy VII, though, it wasn't exactly turn-based. You were kind of like it was real time.
It's the active time battle system, but it's still it's still which a lot of Final Fantasy games use, but it still has the veneer of a turn-based game.
What do you think, Pete?
I think it looks good. I haven't really played any of the Final Fantasy games, but I might pick it up.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's kind of weird for me. I mean, I like turn-based when it's in the form of most RPGs like Fire Emblem, or I won't say the name because I know Dave's sick to death of me saying it. But yeah,
Golden Sun.
Golden
Sun.
Yeah, I like that kind of turn-based strategy. But yeah, I mean, once in a while, I'll crave for that new style that I got in Final Fantasy 13 or Final Fantasy 15 demo.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Moving along, the Game Awards. We saw Rocket League take out Best Indie, which is good. We saw Witcher 3 take out Game of the Year, which was expected. I have no complaints. There were some complaints about Splatoon's awards that Nintendo picked up, but I mean,
what were the complaints?
That it wasn't deserving enough to be the best multiplayer when there's Rocket League, and
for what?
It was too much of a kids' game to be the best shooter.
Because it won both awards for best multiplayer.
I thought it was a pretty good shooter or pretty good online experience. Yeah, best multiplayer. Okay, if you're online, it's great. But if you're not online, it's a pretty crap multiplayer. I have to agree there.
I do agree with it getting best shooter because it's very innovative when it comes to the shooter genre, because there's no other game like Splatoon in the shooter genre.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. All the other shooter games that were nominated for best shooter award were all the ones we've seen before, like Halo 4, Call of Duty, whatever number it is, 10 now, I think.
Yeah.
In all those games. We've seen them. We know how they play. Sure, they add some new things here and there, but we've done it. We've played it all before. We've never played anything like Splatoon before, so I think that's deserved.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the most notable moments of the Game Awards was to do with Konami. The fact that Hideo Kojima was blocked from appearing on stage to accept his award. What did you guys think about all that happened, particularly with Jeff Keighley?
I think it's just a bad move by Konami, because just let him accept the award and no one's going to talk about it.
Yeah, but surely they're afraid of what Hideo Kojima would come out and say.
That's true.
I think it goes to all the strange legal things that he's technically still employed by them, or because I think the official Konami,
he's just having a holiday.
The official Konami response for Kojima is he's on a holiday. We haven't fired him yet. He's just on a holiday. He still works for us. It's a bit of a farce.
Yeah.
But I guess there's also the question of if Jeff Keighley was being unprofessional in calling out Konami on stage on live TV, saying, "Oh, Konami really sucked because they didn't let Kojima come on." Like, I have no issues with it really, but I know some people did mention it was unprofessional. which it kind of is, but I guess they don't need Konami as a business partner anymore because they don't make games.
They don't. Yeah.
Well, they're giving up now. Unless the Game Awards in 2017 cover pachinko games.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's try to wrap it up.
Oh, one final thing I will mention is that they did do a very good tribute to Iwata on the Game Awards.
Yeah, I watched
They
that.
did.
That was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Because they got Reggie on and he gave a great talk on
Yeah.
Iwata and his
That was
relationship
probably-
with him. If you
don't
haven't
know.
watched it, if you
Yeah.
haven't watched it, I highly recommend people watching it because it does bring a tear to your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually disappointed they just showed what he did in the last 2 or 3 years, though. I kind of wanted to see the games he made.
If you want to see that, there was a great YouTube video by the gaming historian, I think his channel's called, which went through basically the history of Iwata and it goes through
Yeah.
Balloon Fight and like the games he made in high school on his calculator.
Yeah.
That's a very good watch.
I also thought I'm not a follower of him. I've barely seen much of what he does, but Greg Miller won the I think it's just
Trending gamer.
Trending Gamer. That's it.
Trending gamer. Greg Miller.
And whether it's deserved or not, I mean it's a lot better than PewDiePie winning it.
Yeah.
I really liked his speech about. I don't know whether you guys saw it, but it was just basically a massive thank you to game developers.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Like he started off just thanking some random person. He didn't know the person. He just saw their name come up in the credits of Rise of the Tomb Raider, and it was just like,
Yeah.
this happens all the time. All these, yeah. No, it is a good speech.
Because he's ex-IGN, right?
Yeah, he's doing stuff with he's got his own thing, Kind of Funny Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sort of like bounces between that, IGN, and even GameSpot, I think. He's just
Yeah, because he turned freelance, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
Wait a second, Dave. Did we miss a few games?
No, we're going back to games.
we're coming back to games.
That's a great segue, though. Yes, JP, there is
I
more
thought you
games.
said we were wrapping it
We're
up.
not finished for
Good.
2015. 2015 is still rolling on. So, guys, for December, we have seen the releases of Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Just Cause 3, Yokai Watch, and Xenoblade Chronicles X. And also today, we have seen Fast Racing Neo release, which is one I'm very interested in personally. So, what do you guys all think?
And there's actually one more that you've missed, Tam, that's coming out this month, and that is Minecraft Wii U edition.
No one cares. You can't even use the inventory screen on your gamepad.
Yeah, that
Alright.
announcement, that was supposed to be like this huge announcement. Wasn't it?
I was always skeptical because it was just some random Nintendo of America employee on a Nintendo World Report
Yeah.
podcast live stream who's like, guys, stay tuned to Monday. We're making a big announcement. There was no... That's all he said.
Yeah.
Are any of you going to pick up Minecraft Wii U edition? Surely it's been out that long that anybody that was interested in the game already has it on some other platform, because it's out on literally every other platform.
Exactly. I'm not the biggest Minecraft fan.
I couldn't
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah, I've never really touched it.
I
So-
remember playing the alpha when it was way back in like 2011, but I never actually
So
bought the
underground.
full game. On to the games this month. Anything that stands out to you guys?
There's actually 2 that stands out to me.
Yeah, I know what one of them is. Go on, JP.
Xenoblade Chronicles X,
Yeah.
which I picked up and I've already spent like 15 hours on. And yeah, I'm just overwhelmed by the content that's in it. I'm still learning to this day what everything does. And I still don't have my skills, so yeah, I'll be probably working on that this weekend.
Sounds like the biggest thing going for that game is that it is so freaking big. There's so much
It
to
is.
do in it. Yeah.
That is a really... Because whereas Xenoblade Chronicles did have that sense of exploration, it tied it back into an overarching story, whereas this game, it still has an overarching narrative, but it's much bigger emphasis on exploring this new world that humanity's discovered, and it's basically their last chance, and it's much more based on your own exploration and doing like side quests and missions and things.
Mm.
And it's stunning visually game, and it has a great soundtrack. So it has a lot of things going for it.
To be honest, I'm not really sold on the narrative yet. I'm kind of wish there was a big twist, but I don't see it yet.
You just
I
want
don't-
Shulk. You just want Shulk in the game. That's all you want.
No,
I feel
no,
like
I want it to be. I like the idea that I get my own character in there, but I mean,
yeah, I'm personally not a big fan of the whole user created character. I prefer a more
Yeah.
solid narrative, but that's just me.
And he's a silent protagonist, right?
no,
Yep,
but-
he's still silent protagonist. All he does is the nodding,
Yeah,
and
nods
nod.
his head. Yeah,
nods his head and like blinks and things like that.
yeah.
It's so
It's kinda
weird.
sad, actually. Yeah, at least Shulk had a voice.
And they even make the funny thing is they even make references to it. I'm early on. I'm only like 3 hours in, but they even make references to you're a pretty quiet guy, aren't you?
Nods head.
Anyway, the other game I'm looking forward to is Fast Neo Racing.
Which released today.
Oh, Fast Racing Neo. Sorry, I
Well,
keep
technically
such a weird
yesterday,
name.
but who cares?
Yeah.
It's out.
Yeah.
F-Zero meets Wipeout, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because I
Yeah.
played it. Well, I played it, I think, 2 or 3 times at PAX, and it was great. I know
Yeah.
Gukenheimer had the criticism of, it's not F-Zero, it's more Wipeout. This is going to be bad. But personally, we don't get either game anymore. We don't get any F-Zeros, we don't get any Wipeouts, so I'm happy with a hybrid.
Yeah.
I liked F-Zero, but I was never a purist that said, this is a superior game to Wipeout because X, Y, Z. Wipeout sucks. They are 2 completely different games, but they both good in their own right to me.
I really enjoyed Fast Racing Neo at PAX too, and I wanted to play more of it. Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to play it. But I'll probably still end up buying it. Maybe a bit after Christmas.
How about you, Pete? Planning on picking up any games?
I pick up Mario Tennis when it gets really cheap. Yeah, nothing really that comes to mind. I've already spent money on Tearaway and Fallout and Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid, which I haven't played much of. So
Yeah.
How about you, Dave?
Yeah,
December games?
well-
Yokai Watch?
I'm thinking about getting
What
Yokai Watch actually.
Yeah, Yokai Watch is probably one that I'm looking at.
Mm.
Yeah. Paper Jams, that's the only game we haven't covered so far. That actually stands out the most to me this month just because it wasn't meant to release this year. It's one of the rare times a game gets pushed forward and it actually seems to have had a solid launch. Like it's not like it's just being rushed out the door. It's ready to go.
Well, it's still not out in the US. Not until next year.
See, that's just weird. Why did we get it this month then?
I don't know.
We'll have to get Kappa's thoughts on that. He can join us for the next podcast.
Yeah, because I do have a copy sitting right in front of me right now, but it's still unopened. Because I had but in this case, it's because I had a voucher on Oz Game Shop that was about to expire, so I was like,
You lucky bugger.
and they had a basically they had a promotion that if you bought a game, you got 20% of the value back in player points. So I only had to pay like $30 for it after my voucher, so it was worth it.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll pick it up. Yeah, so I'll have to have a look at that. But I think they were able to push it forward, Dave, because it basically is just reusing assets they already have. It basically they just got Paper Mario Sticker Star and Mario and Luigi Dream Team and put them together.
Yeah.
And like, we have a new game. We can release a game in because they only announced this at E3, so they basically finished the game in like 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw never finished Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah.
So do I need to play all the Paper Marios and all the Mario and Luigi's
No.
to
They are not linked in
correct.
any way.
an entirely new story? Or
No.
entirely a story of its own?
There is no overarching story.
Okay, so there's no timeline. Okay, good.
There's lore though.
Oh,
Lots,
there's so
Okay,
much more.
it's
lots
lore.
of lore. Gotta catch up on that lore, JP. Kappa will
Okay.
help you. On the subject of Mario and Luigi, I think that's a good thing to. As you guys know, we do have our Another Castle Christmas competition. We're running till the 24th. Each day there's a new thing to enter, or it might just be a little activity on the forum to get involved in. Each day a member participates, they earn a point, and by the end of it, you'll have so many points, and that determines how many of your name go into a hat, which I'll actually go buy a Santa hat, and I'll record this live me pulling a name out of this hat, and whichever name I pull out will get the Another Castle Christmas prize pack. And inside that, we have Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros. There's a few other little goodies in there. You can go look on the site if you want all the rest. It also includes a copy of Russell Grant, of course. Russell is our savior. And we're even putting in Another Castle t-shirt in the size of whoever wins. So yeah, that's just a little thing I thought I'd throw in there for our members, whoever listens to this.
So Levanny, thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you, Levanine. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. We'll catch up in the new year for another podcast. I'm guessing. Do we even know what games are coming out in like January 2016?
I don't know if XCOM is January or February, but there's a few releases.
Okay. Thanks for the chat, guys. Good having you on for the first time, Pete. Hopefully,
Yeah, it's good. It's fun.
Hopefully, it's the first of many.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No worries. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
the podcast is like Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. So thank you. Welcome. You can never leave.
Such a lovely place.
All right. See you guys. This is the part where you say bye.
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 Guten Abend.
What?
Guten Abend. Good night. Deutsch.
Can you not?
Do you speak Deutsch?